All right, let's talk about AI. Today, we're diving into something pretty groundbreaking, a new way of thinking that could finally give AI something it's been desperately missing, and that's real-world common sense. So let's start with why this is such a huge problem for AI right now.
I mean, you've probably been there, right? You're messing around with an AI, you ask it something simple about the real world, and the answer you get back is just totally bizarre. It's like it's completely disconnected from reality. So what's going on? Why does today's AI get the world so wrong?
Well, it's because the AI models we use every day, the ones that write our emails or generate crazy images, they have some serious blind spots. They just make stuff up. We call that hallucinating. They have like zero grasp of basic physics. I mean, they don't intuitively know a ball falls down, not up. And they have no clue about cause and effect. So yeah, they're amazing for certain things, but when it comes to dealing with the actual physical world, not so much.
So to fix this, some of the smartest minds in AI are thinking, maybe we're going about this all wrong. What if, instead of just teaching an AI to predict the next word in a sentence, we taught it to predict how the world itself works? This is a huge shift in thinking, and it's the big idea behind a new model called VL-JEPA.
Okay, this is the key difference right here. Your standard AI, like an LLM, it's basically playing a guessing game. What's the next word? An image model is doing the same thing, but with pixels. What pixel comes next? But VL-JEPA, it's on a whole other level. It looks at a piece of the world and tries to predict the underlying concept of what's missing. We're talking about a leap from just mimicking patterns to actually understanding.
So how in the world does it do that? Well, it uses this concept called a latent space. And I know, that sounds super technical, but stick with me. The easiest way to think about it is like an AI's internal mind map. It's a place where it organizes pure meaning. So in this space, the idea of a car is right next to the idea of a road because it understands their relationship, totally separate from what a car looks like in a photo or sounds like in a sentence.
Okay, let's walk through an example. So first, the AI sees something. Let's say it sees just the front bumper of a car sticking out from behind a big tree. That's step one. Step two, it takes that little piece of information and translates it into its internal mind map, that latent space we just talked about. And then the magic happens. It uses its world knowledge to predict what's missing. It doesn't draw it. It just fills in the concept of the rest of the car inside that meaning space.
And this is so important. The whole point here isn't to generate a perfect picture of the hidden car. VL-JEPA literally doesn't care what it looks like. All it's trying to do is understand that, hey, there's a car there and I know what a car is. It's all about understanding, not generating pixels. Okay, that's cool, but so what? Why does any of this matter in the real world? Well, let's bring it back to something we can all understand, driving. This could be the key to making our cars way smarter and our roads a whole lot safer. And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. There's an actual roadmap for this stuff. We're talking about perception upgrades in just the next year or two, then rolling out these world models for driving, which leads to smarter decisions. And then, maybe by the end of the decade, we're looking at full autonomy that's actually built on this deep understanding of the world. Let me give you a really concrete example. A car with this kind of AI doesn't just see a person standing on the curb. No, it sees everything. It sees their posture, which way they're looking, the whole context of the intersection, and it predicts that person is about to cross the street. It knows this before they even take a step. That's not just an improvement, that's a total game changer for safety. Or think about this, you're driving at night, it's pouring rain, visibility is awful. A normal system can only react when it sees brake lights flash, but a world model, it understands the physics of traffic, it sees the patterns, and it can anticipate that the car way up ahead is probably going to slam on its brakes, giving your car precious seconds to react. That's the difference between an accident and a smooth, safe stop. This really just puts it all in perspective. Everything that current models are bad at, seeing things that are hidden, knowing how physics works, understanding cause and effect, that's exactly where VL-JEPA shines. It completely flips the script on safety, moving us from just reacting to what's already happened to actually predicting what's about to happen.
And you know what? This is about way more than just self-driving cars. This whole idea points to a completely different future for AI. Not one giant do-it-all model, but a team of specialized AIs, each with its own job.
So picture this AI dream team. First, you've got your LLM. That's the communicator. It's amazing with words and logic. Then you have VL-JEPA. That's the world brain. Its whole job is to understand the physical world. And finally, you have another AI, an RL agent we can call the actor.
It takes all that info from the other two and actually does something. It makes the decision.
And don't just take my word for it. Yann LeCun, who's basically one of the godfathers of modern AI over at Meta, says it plain and simple. If you want truly autonomous intelligence, AI that can actually operate in our world, you have to have world models. Language models by themselves, they're just not going to cut it.
So if you remember one thing from all this, let it be this simple breakdown. LLMs, they talk. VL-JEPA, it understands. And RL, it acts. That's the new playbook. Talk, understand, act. A powerful, specialized team. Which, of course, leaves us with one last massive question. If we actually create an AI that can truly understand and predict our physical world, once it's moved beyond just playing with words, what's it going to build next?